when do you really want to let go? You know, when is the time? Because nobody can tell you the time to let go of a relationship, you know, or let go yourself. When's the right time to go with the flow? And when do you have to keep yourself in control? Nobody can tell that to you besides yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's the toughest lesson in life, I guess. Well, that happens to a lot of people, but the tower falls in different directions, and different people have different cushions to fall on, you know, after it. You know, it's and when it comes to love, you shouldn't be having plan Bs. You know, you just have, you know, it should be total submission to your passion, to your senses, and to your heart, I guess, you know. Rational, you know, I don't believe in a thing called rational love, you know. But, you know, it's, so in a way, it's like, you know, singing that song takes me back to the situation, and also it makes me ponder about future, what kind of decisions I'm going to make, you know, because I'm a really indecisive bastard. Oh, it's always different. It's always different. It's, you know, it's, I guess that, for me personally, you know, it's like Eskimos got like over 30 words for snow, but we only have one word for love, which is love. You know, of course there's, you know, adoration, you know, all different kind of little tiny adjectives describing the thing, but they can't describe it, and love is very different with different people. So even though if you're writing about separation or falling in love, it's always different because you fall in love for different reasons. And it's always, and that makes it interesting when it is a new combination for yourself, and you always feel, you know, a kid, very giddy, you know, when it starts and overwhelms you. And that's beautiful. That's why I write the songs, because I can't put that stuff down into mere words. Especially me, my funny accent, and me come from Scandinavia, so it's easy for me to put some of the emotions down in melodies, and you know, get the mood out that way. Very often it seems that a lot of people find themselves in a tough spot, and when it's a matter of, you know, love and death, it's just when you really have to make big decisions, at least for yourself, you feel that you're on the verge of losing it or gaining it. Or I think that makes life worth living for, right? Makes it challenging, and makes it, well, that's the only thing that keeps me going, at least. So, you know, who's that? Yeah, well, the Office thing, you know, I heard about it for the first time. I'm not big on myths, but on mythology in general, but you know, one Finnish director asked me to write something for his film about like 4 years ago, and the film's called Honey Babe, and they actually ended up using one of hymn songs and the end titles, and it's got like the story of Orpheus is the main theme. A guy falling head over heels for a lady, and, you know, the lady, for one reason or the other, you know, going to the depths of hell, and the guy being so desperate that he realizes he needs to do whatever he can, even lose himself in the process of saving her. And that's what love is all about, just losing yourself and letting all go just for the little hope for a smile. And then he goes for it, and because of his extremely, you know, his extreme talent, musical talent, he plays his song so well that the masters of hell start weeping and appreciate the song so much that they say that, yeah, Orpheus, you know, take the check and run, but never look back. Don't look back when you're climbing out of hell. And that's the thing in the myth, you know, that's been speculated, why Orpheus looks back. Is it just a curiosity that killed the cat? Is it, you know, what is it all about? Why he had to look back, so he lost his life forever? Did he actually do that for an artistic purpose? To be eternally suffering, and to be able to play songs that make the whole earth, all the living creatures in it, weep. just in search of, you know, the kind of like creative depression everybody seems to be talking about when it comes to artistry. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Well, basically that's what Orpheus did afterwards, you know. Kept on playing, and you know, met a few other chicks, and he wasn't interested, but the chicks were so turned on by the music he played that they, in a sexual frenzy, ripped him apart physically, and you know, that's a good way to go. You know, maybe we should try to get a couple of groupies to do that to us. You know, that'd be kind of a weird, sexy ending. But yeah, the Heads, yeah. Well, I think that, you know, there's different variations of the story, but they physically rip, you know, all the limbs out, and it was, you know, it was just the torso and the arms separate, and the head was, you know, floating about in the river, and he ended up in the Isle of Lesbos, I guess, where the, you know, term lesbian came from. So it's kind of, you know, weird old myths, but you know, I guess more or less, you know, it's a story of being an artist in a way that you have to, or you're born that way, that you want to lose yourself entirely what you do, and you're willing, for one single successful note, you're willing to give up everything for that particular moment in time, just to be able to be reborn through a note, or through a line of words, or and the search for that can be extremely haunting for a lot of people, and I guess that's one of the reasons that a lot of people end up being, you know, mentally ill, or end up, you know, committing suicides, or doing way too many drugs or alcohol or whatever, just to